Hey everyone, it's Jim. Got a pretty cool build for you today. This is a Stormtrooper E-11 blaster. All real parts, built on a deactivating Sterling kit. These kits come cut up. I guess they had to, when they exported them from the UK, they had to have been cut up into, I don't know, 4 or 5 pieces. Some kits vary, but this was a pretty nice kit that I got. I welded it back together, ground down all the welds and everything, smoothed it out. This cannot fire in any way. I had some guy on the Facebook pages freak out because he saw a spring in there, which I don't know what made him think it could fire because there's a spring in there. Just goes to show you that people that know nothing about firearms comment on firearms. But anyways, this cannot fire. The barrel's welded. It's got a lug welded in there. Fire pin's been taken out. The extractor is JB welded in because it cracked off, so it can't fire. And I would not trust it to fire, it being welded back together. What else? Oh, it's been crinkle painted and weathered. Some parts I made a little more smooth to show wear. It's a little more smoother down here. Over here, I went over it with a sanding sponge and knocked down the sheen. Wore it out in some spots. Like, the lighting's kind of bad, but as you can see, it's worn out here, here. Some spots underneath, the edges are worn. The tip of the buttstock, the folding stock, or paint would chip off. But and in the back, just where normal wear would be. It being used for so long and being so old. So yeah, this is real. I would say 98% real parts. I mean, obviously the T-Track's not vintage. It's Todd's T-Track. The scope rail I made, it's the correct thickness and width. I got from a friend of mine in Germany, because you cannot find this stock in the States. You'd be hard pressed. If you could find it, you're better at searching than I am, because I couldn't find it for the life of me. I searched for weeks. But anyways, this is a real M38, 1942 M38 tank scope. A nice resettable Hensler counter with the 1138 set in it. And I put a piece of brass in there to stop the reset button from depressing. This is a Field Marshal cut down mag. He did a pretty good job on those. This power cylinder is from Dennis Blue Snaggletooth in Germany. Pretty nice. Pretty happy with it. The got real capacitors. I set it with I use magnets. The resistors are vintage, from 1960s era resistors. He actually sourced vintage wire coverings, or the red wire coverings, whatever they're called, whatever they're from, whatever you call them. He sourced these vintage. I don't know where he got it or what they're off of, but that's the information that I got. I painted. They didn't come painted. Some people don't like painting them to show the capacitors are vintage, but I went for accuracy. I painted them. Did a little weathering to them. I might knock down some of that brown right there, but I weathered them up a little bit. I saw the way Scott weathered his, and I don't want to say ripped them off, but thanks, Scott. I asked him how he did it beforehand, so I'm sure he kind of got the idea that I was going to do it too, or try to do my version. I use the little airbrush and Tamiya paints to get that dusty, dirty look in there. But yeah, did the crinkle paint. Crinkle paint was a pain in the ass because apparently you have to do it under the right conditions. Can't be too humid, can't be too cold, can't be too warm. I had to strip this thing twice to get it right, and I was not happy doing this. But yeah, did a little wear around here on the sights. This took me months to do. If anybody wanted me to do a real sterling for them that is in a kit, I will not do it. It's a pain. I mean, unless you're a professional welder and you can knock it out, the bolt comes back. It wouldn't at first, it would stick. So I put some gun oil on it and I freed it up. I mean, it's not as smooth as it would if it was an actual firing firearm, but it's cool. It pulls all the way back. I'm very happy with how this turned out. You can see actually the original finish on the trigger. The trigger guard has the original finish. I kept that. I didn't redo that. Just for the cool factor. But yeah. Scope's nice. Can't really see through it, but I don't even know if this will work doing it on my phone. Probably not. But yeah. Very happy with it. I would like to do another one, an ESB style one, but I don't think I want to go through that again. A lot of grinding, a lot of sanding, a lot of filling. Probably won't happen. But yeah. Very nice. Very heavy. And it can't fire, so whoever commented on Facebook about the spring, settled down. It's not that serious. It's just a prop. Thanks. Bye.